Once upon a time, Blockbuster was a thing. The Black Eyed Peas were like every other song you heard on the radio. Nobody's iPhone had a camera. Hannah Montana was ruling the world, and the New York Yankees were the most successful franchise in sports. Almost 16 years ago, Yankees fans were celebrating at a World Series parade. Almost 16 years later, Yankee fans are asking an AI-generated system Grok to tell them everything is going to be all right.
You serious?
Too serious. This franchise, a true evil empire at one point to the entire league, has become in many ways a laughingstock, relying so heavily on one man to save them, and it never has, not yet. It just kept them afloat enough to still be good every year, because it's not like the Yankees are a bad team, and they haven't been since the championship 100 years ago. By anyone's standards, they've been great. 11 playoff appearances in 15 seasons since 2009. That's awesome. The issue is there hasn't been another championship to show for it, meaning by Yankee standards, these last 15 years have been an absolute colossal failure, and that really is the truth. The Houston Astros have legal rights to this franchise now. The Boston Red Sox have had the upper hand for more than 20 years, winning more championships and being 3-0 against the Yankees in the playoffs during this stretch. I mean, this team has just continued to fail year after year after year after year, no matter how expensive they are or no matter how good they seem. It does seem like 51% of you aren't subscribed yet, so if you enjoy the videos and haven't yet, consider hitting that button, as some things have gone right so far this year for the Yankees. I mean, Garrett Cole didn't even last through spring training. An elbow issue he had a year before that. Something that delayed his season last year, it crept back up and was too serious to put off surgery this time around, so he's out, which sucks, obviously. Some say it's a doppelganger, and the real Garrett Cole is still pointing to first base to this day, but that's just a theory.
A game theory.
So Cole, the ace, goes down, but thankfully other guys have picked it up with ace-like pitching. Max Fried, who is in year one of a 9-year deal, has been great. He was an all-star, and so is Carlos Rodon, someone who's having his best year yet as a Yankee in year 3 of a 6-year contract. So the two lefties at the top have been really good. They've been great. The issue is that's it. Will Warren hasn't been that good, but he also hasn't been awful, especially for a rookie. His numbers also show he's been getting unlucky, so alright. He doesn't deserve as much criticism as, say, Marcus Stroman, who's more cooked than a black character in a horror movie. The difference here is Stroman wasn't the first to go. In fact, he's still going. He's just, I'm trying to figure out how to put this. He's getting hammered out there. And Clark Schmidt, a guy who was pitching really well this year, well, that's no longer a thing, as he likely has to join Garrett Cole on the Tommy John surgery list, so he's done. So a starting rotation that once looked to be the best in baseball is barely holding on. There have been some big, pleasant surprises this year, if you're a Yankee fan. Like, Cody Bellinger has had a really solid season. I mean, maybe that was the expectation all along. But, I mean, I don't know what a lot of people really expected out of him, considering how his career has gone lately. But he's been very good this year. Trent Grisham, too. He was awful last year and didn't even play half the season. Well, he's having a career year offensively. So there are some good things to come from this team. The bad is just far outweighing the good right now. To start the second half of the season, the Yankees went to Atlanta, and after looking like they were about to get their doors blown off all weekend, they actually rallied back to win a crazy game 2 and win the finale, winning the series. Great! Big momentum to take into a big series in Toronto, a place that they not too long ago lost 4 games in a row at. That was to start the month of July. The Blue Jays swept their asses clean with the Yankees and took over sole possession of first place in the American League East, and not even a month later, the two are back at it in Canada. Giancarlo Stanton kicked off the scoring in the series. He hits a home run while Carlos Rodon is dominating. A little deja vu here. This is very similar to the way the last series in Toronto started. Jazz Chisholm hit a home run to kick off the scoring, while Rodon was pitching a shutout before the Blue Jays ended up rallying off of him and winning the game. Well, to make that deja vu even weirder, skip ahead to this newest series. The Blue Jays rally off of Rodon again to win this game. They put up 4 runs in 1 inning, and that was all they needed. That Stanton home run was all the Yankees did. Blue Jays win again. But the Yankees finally answered back, immediately dropping 3 in game 2. Jazz hits a 3-run homer. He owns Max Scherzer, and instantly, with one swing, drives in as many runs as home runs he hit during the Derby. Cody Bellinger goes deep. Yankees up 4-1, but of course with this team, nothing can come easy, even their own wins. So the Blue Jays fight their way back. They tie the game. George Springer keeps owning this franchise, but thanks to Sid from Toy Story going deep in the ninth, the Yankees hold on to a 1-run win. But of course that's not enough to make a real statement. You gotta win the series. They didn't win the series. They did, for what it's worth, score first again. They did that all 3 games in Toronto. So if there's an award for being the first to score runs in a game, regardless of whether you win or lose, the Yankees might be in first place, so at least they have that going for them. Meanwhile, the Blue Jays have wins going for them. They hit Fried around for 6 hits. He walks 3 hitters. Aaron Judge does what Aaron Judge does best, hits a big home run that eventually goes for nothing because his team loses the game. Blue Jays immediately answer back by getting those 2 runs back. Next inning, Bo Bichette smacks another one out for another 2 to double the lead. 8-4 Blue Jays. They win the series. That's 6 wins in their last 7 games against New York. Feels like a passing of the baton every year to who's going to be the team to acquire legal rights to the Yankee franchise. Houston has the largest stake, then the Red Sox. The Dodgers bought some last year. Now Canada is like, sign us up. Who's next? Perhaps the Phillies. You'll never guess who scored first in game 1 of this latest 3-game weekend series between the Yankees and Phillies, and you'll never guess who won the game. Yeah, you got it. Cody Bellinger goes deep for his 19th homer of the year, so that's already passing what he did last year. Again, he's been awesome. Then Austin Wells goes deep an inning later. Will Warren going 4 shutout innings. Yankees up 2-0. Kyle Schwarber sees all this and goes,
"We do not care."
35th bomb of the year. Giancarlo Stanton hits a bomb of his own, though. Yankees have the lead. Phillies rallying, though. It's 2nd and 3rd, 1 out. Castellanos up, and this happens.
No.
2 pitches later, JT Realmuto sends one into the bleachers. It's 6-3 Phillies. Yankees rally for 2 more runs, putting pressure on the Phillies bullpen until Kyle Schwarber goes,
"I'm here to tell you right now, we don't care." Let me tell you, we don't care.
Another bomb to right. I'm convinced he'd have minimum 70 home runs a year if he was a Yankee, and that'd be like a down year for him. 115 miles an hour off the bat. Schwarber out here trying to murder Yankee fans. Phillies were far from done. They tack on 4 more runs. Meanwhile, the Yankees were already ready to go home. 12-5, Phillies win, and Saturday was pretty much a continuation of how Friday night ended. The Phillies offense just kept pounding, and with Marcus Stroman on the mound, it's only more enticing for them to do. Bryce Harper, he's been scorching hot lately. He hits a bomb. Stroman walks home another run. Phillies eventually go up 4-0. Stroman accuses the Phillies of racism on Twitter before he even reaches the dugout. No, that didn't happen, but he was probably thinking about it. Edmundo Sosa goes deep. Kyle Schwarber just continuing to crush batting practice in the Bronx. 2-run double. Phillies blowing the doors off. Giancarlo Stanton hits a massive 3-pointer to cut the deficit to 48. Another series loss for the Yankees. And to make matters even more concerning, Aaron Judge, who missed his first game all season, was out because he had a Tommy John scare. Yes, elbow injuries are going beyond just the pitchers with the Yankees. Their number 1 guy who, if he goes down, season's over. That's it. Like, the Yankees cannot have Aaron Judge go down with any sort of season-ending injury. Thankfully, it's just a flexor strain and Judge's UCL is intact. If it wasn't, that's where surgery comes into the picture. It still makes things a little complicated because the Yankees are definitely going to probably want to avoid Judge playing the outfield moving forward, meaning they have to put Giancarlo Stanton out there. They've been talking about that. Also meaning they might as well put you watching this out there. It's basically the same thing. No, Stanton can't be that bad defensively, right? Maybe he is, actually. I don't know. The point is, the last thing the Yankees need right now is any sort of question mark around Aaron Judge. Judge being as reliable health-wise and production-wise is one of the only constants this franchise has had lately, and even with that, it's been a struggle with the team overall. Now imagine taking away Aaron Judge, even if it's just like his fielding or having him miss a good chunk of games. And at least for now, Judge will be out, hopefully for just a few games, but that includes the series finale against the Phillies. Even Mother Nature was reluctant to watch the Yankees on Sunday. The game was delayed because of rain, but thankfully the Yankees were able to hold the Philly offense down when the game started. Still gave up 3 home runs. Otto Lopez hit 2, but they were all solo homers, so a 4-run second inning was all the Yankees needed in this game. This team has already been active with trades, with the trade deadline less than a week away. Their biggest trade addition so far, Ryan McMahon from the Rockies. He just got there, but he's already showing what he can do defensively and offensively. He drove in a couple runs today. But with the Blue Jays, as hot as they've been, along with how many things are just going against the Yankees right now, injuries, just not playing that well, will they turn it around? We'll find out, but it's not pretty right now. Join the Discord server in the pinned comment below. I love building community. It's fun. So if interested, go do that. Thank you for watching. Love you. Bye.